G'day guys, well, long time no see. Yeah, I've had a couple of weeks off. This is my first time out bush in 3 weeks since my cold, windy, rainy day. But yes, I can't say the weather's a whole lot better. It's not cold and it's not windy, but yeah, I've already had a couple of drops of rain on me, so oh well, we're still out bush, so all is good. But yeah, good to be back out again. Well, I'm running over some diggings. So they're pretty gnarly looking stuff, not a whole lot of quartz in them. Pretty much a lizard country diggings. Yeah, I've not found gold on them before. These are new ones for me. And yeah, I found my first bit of gold. I should have filmed it. It was one of those warblers, so you knew, I don't know, those warblers always seem to be a nice little bit of gold. This one's probably about a 0.4 or better. It's a nice little solid bit, but hey, all is good, especially with the gold price. It's like, even if you find a 0.1 now, it's yeah, you're picking up $20 notes. So for all those people that don't think it's worth finding tiny gold, well, would you walk over a $20 note? Because I wouldn't. Anyway, down behind me, down here on the ground, I've got that lovely little bit of gold in the scoop, so I'll give you a look. Okay, so that's the material it came out of. Yeah, it's down onto the clay. It wasn't sort of fabulous looking stuff, but hey, it looked pretty good. I should have filmed it because in the scoop, the back of the scoop, you could probably almost see it. There's a nice little bit of gold in there, but yeah, she's a solid little bit. It's only small, but it's got some body to it. Anyway, let's get a close up. Alrighty guys, so there it is in the center of the point. Oh, it was a bit hard to miss that one, isn't it? Yeah, look, I'll get it out. We don't even really need a safety scoop for this one. But yeah, you'll see why. I reckon it'll go good 0.4. It's actually got some really nice thickness to it. It's very crystalline, like it's a pretty cubey sort of bit, isn't it? Got some little flat sides on it, so yeah, it's water worn, but not super duper. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It's taken me about an hour to get that one. Yeah, very happy. Anyway, let's keep hunting these diggings. Hopefully we can turn up another one. Alrighty guys, I have an interesting signal. Now, interesting by inverted. Now, inverted signals, you'll hear the tone go down and up. Normally not lead shot, because they just will not do that. The 45 used to do it when it was about a 2 gram bit of gold, or possibly a big 22, but it'd never do it on lead shot. 6000 seemed to do it a little earlier, so it's a bit hard to tell with these guys. I've had a 0.6 do an inverted signal, so hey, I take 0.6s. Anyway, this is inverted. It is quite soft at the moment, so I'll give you a bit of a listen before we dig it. But yeah, never know. Bit of gold was just over there, so I've just come around this other side of this little mullock heap. Good thing about finding a little bit of gold, it keeps you focused. It gives you a little bit of more reason to focus. So I do enjoy, once you find a bit, you sort of hone right in, because yeah, when you've been walking around for hours, you can zone out a fraction. So anyway, enough yibba yabba. Let's get this dug and see what we've got. It's the only way we're going to find out. Alrighty. You may also notice I'm sporting the old Avantry today, so the audio should be even better because the speakers are right here and not out the back. But so you can hear the signal. Yeah, so it goes down, then it goes up. That's an inverted signal, and they're good. They're also big lumps of steel. So before we do the reveal, I'll show you what we're digging, so you'll see why it's a little bit hard. Yeah, look at that. Very nice looking clays, nice looking rock. Anyway, let's find out what this is. Please don't be that. It's a rust nugget. Oh, that sucks. Lump of rust. I found a few bits of this here, so bugger. Well, that was down well over a foot, so picked it up beautifully, but yeah, bugger. We shall check it, but I believe that'll be it. Yep. Bugger. And that is how hopes and dreams are shattered. Anyway, still plenty of hours in the day, so let's get hunting and hopefully we can find something other than rust nuggets, something that size and gold. That's what we're after. Alrighty, I've got a little signal that's gone down further than what the lead shot should be at. But I did just dig a little bit of lead shot. So it was shallow though. So I'm using this has gone a little bit deeper into some nice looking clays. So down behind me here, we have a nice little hole. Right behind it where I'm probably standing, I dug a lead shot. This one, it's hard ground. It's not soft like that rust nugget. And it's in some good looking clays. So this has a better opportunity to be gold than the others. So hopefully we can get a bit of a semi-live dig. We've already sort of dug it down and make sure it's, well, not make sure it's not lead, but it gives you that little bit more hope that it's sort of down a few inches, that it shouldn't be lead. But hey, we've dug some lead at stupid depth. So anyway, let's find out what it is and hopefully it's our second bit of gold. The other bit was just there, right behind it. So did old mate chuck out a couple of shovel loads of the good gear. Anyway, let's get it dug. See here, it's not booming, so it's not going to be big. No, that's okay, it's down about 4 inches. Oh, there she is. A little bit more audible now. That'll be right. Alrighty. Haha. I don't know why it's wobbling, but it ain't that big. That's good, solid 0.1 though. And some, I'd say. Nice. There we go. Second bit of gold. Not happy with the interference, that's annoying, but that's the first time it's done it. So I haven't used the Avantry on the 6 before, but plenty of people do. And if it was that annoying all the time, you wouldn't use them. But anyway, that's the first time it's been annoying. So anyway, let's have a look at this little bit of gold. Cool, 2 bits. I like it. On our way to our gram, wouldn't it? A gram day. That's just a nice little benchmark, I think. But anyway, we get there, we get there, we don't, we don't. Alrighty, so here it is. Yeah, it's a bit grubby. Maybe I should give it a clean up first. Yeah, hang on a tick. Give it a quick clean. Rightio, there we go. Now it looks more like gold. Yeah, look, that's going to be a good solid 0.1, probably a 0.12, 0.13. So yeah, add to our little one, which I reckon, look, it could be a 0.4, so we could have tipped over the half gram already. Cool, but yeah. That's the material that came out, so yeah, you can see why I was a little bit more hopeful with that one. That's beautiful. Nice clays. That's what we like to see. Because nice clays can hide some nice gold. So there we go, 2 for the day. Nice. It's only quarter to 1. I don't have any real restrictions today, so I could stay a little longer. Especially if we're getting gold. How cool is that? It's been so long. Well, so long. 3 weeks. But I only got one little tiny bit before that was a subs day. You know, yeah, that was a goldless day, but that really wasn't about me getting gold. It was about everyone else having a great time. But anyway, so just behind me is where the other bit came from. So we might have a little bit of an area that had a little bit of gold. So this is what I'm saying about the concentration. Once you find a bit, you sort of really start to hone in a bit and listen for those small signals. Because that one, it's down a good 4 inches, but yeah, it was audible. You're never going to miss it. Not with 6,000 anyway. So yeah, probably picked up $20 bill and some. So good times. Anyway, enough yibba yabba. Let's start detecting because this doesn't point to any gold. So let's get stuck into it. Alrighty guys, I just wandered up onto this somewhat mullock heap thing here. I know, it's just a big open hole. There, I don't know whether it's been surfaced. Quite possibly been surfaced. So just sort of runs up around there, but anyway, I went on here and I had this screaming signal, and I thought nothing much of it, it's just a bit of rubbish. And it actually turned out to be a little ironstone specie with a little bit of quartz in it, but yeah, and a whole heap of jagged gold. So yeah, you're in the scoop. There's a nice little specie, so I'll give you a closer look. Alrighty guys, and there it is. It doesn't really show you too much, does it? I'll give it a little bit of a clean. Might be able to just see the gold a bit better. Yeah, look at that, that is gold all over the place. It seems to be sticking out all edges. Not often you get a specie that sort of has all this sort of jagged gold sticking out of ironstone, but yeah, oh cool. I don't know, should I smash it or should I keep it? Everyone will be going, keep it, I'm sure. To have a bit of a guesstimate how much gold's in it, but yeah, don't think it's huge, but yeah, there's definitely a little bit sticking out. Came from right there. Well, there you go. Might have to run over this little mullock heap and see if there's any more. Good times. Anyway, that's 3 for the day. I'm getting a bit hungry though. Well past lunchtime. Anyway guys, let's keep cracking on. Alrighty guys, I do believe I've got another signal just above the other. Right there. It doesn't sound too bad, so hopefully it's another specie. Doesn't sound deep. No, it's already moved. That was the back of the coil then. Alright. Chuck some eyeballs on. Jeez. Oh, this thing is irritating. I reckon look what I thought I saw gold in that bit of grass. Tell you what, these Avantries, if they're going to keep doing this, I am not impressed. They seem okay when you got the earbuds in, but earbuds out, not so happy. No, seriously, these Avantries aren't impressing me one bit. I think it's got to be the earbud thing. Oh crap, I reckon, is that? No way. You're joking. That's a little bit of gold. And it seriously was. It was in the roots of the grass. Crazy. Actually, wonder if that is actually the target. Well, there you go. How funny is that? I just went back over it. Signal is gone. I actually saw that bit of gold in the roots of the grass. How funny is that? And if the Avantries weren't playing up so bad, I could have actually shown you, because I saw it, then was getting a bit frustrated with the Avantries and dropped the bit of grass onto the coil and it went off. But it was hard to tell because of the interference. These Avantries seem to go okay when you got the earbuds in. I have not had a problem, but as soon as I've taken them out and have the external speaker going, they seem to be playing up. Maybe I'll try zipping the little earbuds in and hopefully that might make a difference. But other than that, that's actually quite irritating. So not impressed entirely, but anyway, whilst they're on and in ears, because it's gold, weird. But anyway, that was right on top. It was that tiny little bit of gold. So let's have a look, shall we? Well, there you go. It doesn't get much more shallow than that. A little bit of gold in the roots of the grass. So yeah, basically like a little tuft of grass like that. That little guy was hiding in. I couldn't believe it. I actually saw it in the grass. That's why I grabbed a bit of grass. But yeah, there you go. Just there. 2 bits. Nice. Well, 4 for the day. Even better. I reckon we got our gram. Well, we're getting damn close. Bit hard to tell unless I smash that specie, but I think I'll hear a lot of people going off if I smash that one. I might have to keep that whole. Anyway, guys, I'm going to keep working over this little mound, pile, mullock, whatever it is. And yeah, hopefully we can sneak out another one. Well, I thought this mound was going to be awesome. 2 bits of gold straight away. And then I sort of went around this side of it here and I went bang, 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 3 bits of rust. I went, oh, damn. But I made my way up over the top and back to where basically I started, and I got a slight signal and it seriously gave me the runaround. I popped the rock and I think it fell down the hole where the rock came out. And then I was scratching about, be 5 minutes or more, just trying to find this thing, and then eventually, boom, out it popped. And guess what? There's another little ironstone specie. Well, and quartz. Yeah, a little bit of wiry gold hanging out the side of it, so yay. So maybe this mound on this side has more to offer. Not so much over the other side, because that had rust. Anyway, I'll give you a look. Rightio, so that's where the first bit came from. Second bit, just up there, just in front of the tripod. But yeah, third bit out of this hole. So yeah, you can see it got down a bit, but it was worth it in the end. Oops, oh, I had that sitting beautifully. Nice bit of gold all over that top corner. So yeah, very nice. I like species, they're pretty cool. You just never know how much gold you get out of them, so you can sort of smash them up and end up with more than you got. But yes, I reckon we're well over our gram now, because that one's going to have a good 0.3 in it, I reckon. Maybe 0.2. It's hard to say. Well, there we go. 5. 3 bits of gold, 2 species. Pretty happy with that. Oh, I might keep running over this, but geez, I'm getting hungry. I know. I reckon if I go back for lunch, probably won't come back out. But anyway, these sort of areas, look, they've been here for this long. I'm sure they'll be here next time I come out. But anyway, we're not going to pack it up yet. We'll keep running over this, see if we can find a little bit more. Yeah, plenty of ground to run over, I tell ya. Doesn't look like too many people have been here, so that's what I do like. Another nice area that you can come back to and be hopefully confident that you can get another bit of gold. Anyway, I'm gonna keep running over this mound and hopefully there's another little sneaky specie hiding in there somewhere. I should make a dolly pot, like a little travel pot to bring with me for these species. I don't like smashing them up. I like to keep the quartz, as you know, because it's really good. But yeah, you'd think someone like me who's made a bucket load of dolly pots for the substay would have one for myself, but yeah, never got around to it. But maybe I will. Maybe I should. Anyway guys, I'm gonna keep running over this pile and hopefully we can get another one. I found another signal up on top of the little mound and I lost it. But before I was having trouble finding signals, well, I got a magnet on the back of my pick and it had rust nugget stuck to it. So that might have been a signal from before, but I just dug a really deep one and another rust nugget and I thought, oh, bugger. So it is, yeah, it's a lot of rust mixed in with these species. But on top of the hill, well, the mound, I got another signal. I'm scratching about and it disappeared. And I thought, odd, because it was actually quite loud. So I thought, how in the hell can this disappear? But I did notice a few rocks roll down the hill. Well, it turns out there's a rock down the bottom of this little mound that was dirty, which it wouldn't be if it was just sitting there on top of the ground. So I ran down and had a look and waved the detector over it and it turned out to be a specie. I can't see the gold yet, but anyway, I'll give you a look at the rock and yeah, we'll go from there. One bit of quartz. So this is actually quartz. The other one is, well, they've been really, really ironstone stained, or ironstone in itself, but this is pretty much just all quartz. Anyway, I'll give you a listen before, then I'll give it a wash and we'll see if we can actually see any gold on the surface. Other than that, this one will require a smack. Now I've actually retracted the earbuds, so I'm going to see if they're less noisy. So it doesn't sound like it's down that point there, it sounds like it's all up in around here. Anyway, I'll give it a wash, get some of this dirt off, because when you find rocks and gold in the wild, unlike some TV shows, they're actually still dirty when they come out of the ground. Anyway, we'll give it a wash and we'll see what we got. Give it a good clean. It's more mineralised than I thought. I've got a bit of band there, a bit maybe vuggy there. Yes, we cannot be seeing any gold, so that will be getting a whack. It's a little bit locked up inside. Sounds like a good solid 0.1, but yeah. I do believe that's inside that rock. Until we whack it, we'll never know. But anyway, Keep going over this mound. Might still have something to offer, but yeah. Yeah, it's been good. Good day. Speci on. Didn't take very long at all. Seriously, I came over the top, bloop, found this Speci, but there's another signal under it. It was a bit horrible, so I thought, oh, I'll just dig it. And yes, it was a rust nugget, because yeah, they're big and they're noisy, so they don't sound as good as the Specis. The Specis are just a little bit more quiet and just sound better. But anyway, this is a big rock. Oh, not big, like this big, but I thought, oh, I'm never going to be able to see the gold in this one, but yeah, it's actually sticking up out of it. So, oh, that's one part of it. One piece of gold, hopefully there's more. Anyway, definitely might have to do a crush at home now and do the final weigh in the shed. But yeah, this is a cool one, so I'll give you a look. Not hard to see. It is right there. So yeah, it's a bit dirty, a bit grubby. That's a bit of gold sticking, just sticking up. You can sort of see it's sticking out. How cool is that? Now this rock, being this size, you'd almost have to think, would that be the only bit of gold in it? You wouldn't think so, you'd think it'd have to have a little bit more. But anyway, I will have to smack that one at home. Bit more controlled environment, and yeah, we'll see if we've got anything more in it. But yeah, I'll run the monster over it. That'll tell me. That little guy loves small gold, so yeah, that's a good 0.1. How much is inside though? Is it going into the rock, or is it just stuck to the face? Well, we'll find out when we get home, and we'll give that a whack. But yeah, now I've just got to find somewhere to stick this so I don't lose it. Alrighty, well, we've tracked it back to the car. Yes, to get to that spot is actually, oh, it's not too far, but it's quite the trek up and down some hills. But yeah, sometimes you've got to think out of the box and get the wanders up, find these good areas. But yeah, well, hopefully there's a lot more good area left there for next time. But anyway, next time you'll see me, we'll be in the shed. We'll be crushing some quartz and hopefully getting some decent gold out of it, and we'll get on the scales and see how we went. Oh, also, got something pretty interesting. Well, it's interesting for me. You guys might think it's not interesting at all, but I find it quite awesome. I've purchased a new toy. It's going to help me with some bits and pieces, but anyway, you'll have to wait till later to find out what that is. But anyway, for now is goodbye, and I will see you in the shed. Well guys, here we are, we're back in the shed now. We end up with 7 for the day, so I think it was 3 bits of gold and 4 species. And yes, that big rock, the one that had the gold sticking out of it, I was cleaning it in the sink with the plug in, as you do, and the little bit of gold fell off. So unfortunately it didn't go deeper into the quartz, so it was only tiny. But there was that other one, the species, I did smash the gold out of that one. Yeah, it was a little one, it wasn't too huge, but yeah. Now the species with the gold sort of coming out of it everywhere, I haven't smashed it. I have left it whole, so I think I will. I don't think I'll smash that one, not now anyway, so we'll see how we go. But I can't promise anything, but for now it's going to stay in 1 bit, so I'll have to weigh it up as it is. Anyway guys, now my new toy that I got, it's just over here to the left of me. Now some will be thinking this is awesome, some will think what is it, and some will go cool. But I've only had it a few days. I've been playing around with it and it's great. I love it, and it's going to make my life a lot easier. Some might remember a little tiny mini lathe being over in the corner. Well, that little guy weighed 38 kilos. This one weighs 185. So it was quite the effort to actually get it up onto the bench. I actually had a gantry going out the window with a block and tackle to lift it up. It was a little bit of an effort, but we got it there. It wasn't too bad. But yes, this will make my life so much better. And look, all my machining of all my rock crushers and my bits and pieces get done on this. All the dolly pots get all faced on it. It's going to make them so much better and so much easier. Probably a little less scary in some cases if you had seen them hanging off the little mini lathe. But yes, anyway guys, this is direct result of you guys supporting my channel. This is from all the members, all the likes, shares and subscribes, like all the views, all helps pay for this sort of stuff. And yeah, the channel support, it's been excellent. So thanks very much guys. I did have to put some gold towards it, but with today's gold prices, it wasn't a lot of gold at all. But yes, this thing is awesome. So yeah, Can't wait to do some more on it. I've been playing around, but yes, it's you can just tell the difference, the quality of the products that are coming off of it so far. But yeah, anyway, guys, let's get back to the gold. Okie dokie, so there's the gold. Yes, there it is, a little specie with all the gold hanging out. I haven't smashed it yet, so yeah, we'll leave that in one bit for now. Anyway, first bit I found, I believe this is about a 0.4, so we'll see what it really is. Oh, there you go, 0.4 on the dot. That was, yeah, what a guess. I thought it had a little bit of weight to it because it's a little bit chunky, but yeah, how cool is that? But anyway, we'll start putting the others on. We'll see how we go. See if we get over our gram. What we got? Oh, there we go. 2 more little bits to go. We're at 1.05. I don't think these weigh too much. 1.24. So yeah, 1.25 grams. Now let's see what the one weighs in the rock. So this has got a fair amount of gold in it and not a lot of rock. So what does it come up to? Well, there you go. 1 gram on the dot. Now look, I'd say there'd have to be 0.5 gram in that. There's a fair bit of gold going on, so not too bad. So today we probably got upwards of 1.75 grams of gold. So quite the successful day. Well, there we go, guys. I reckon that's good, solid 1.75 grams. There'd at least be 0.5 gram in that little specie. It's actually got quite a lot of gold hanging out of it. Yeah, and rock doesn't overly weigh a lot. But who would have thought? It took me about an hour to get my first piece, but yeah, after that, I did get the wanders. So those couple of first bits came from the diggings, and I did wander down a little bit and yeah, stumble on that little pile, which probably still has more in it. I just had to go have lunch, and yeah. And I thought, bugger it. I'd been going for about 4 hours, and I thought, that's enough. But anyway, guys, that's it for this episode of Pete's Gold Adventures. If you did enjoy it, do like, share, and subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.